everyone. Welcome to AT&T Uverse Sports, where we bring you the best stories in sports happening right here on AT&T Uverse. I'm Rossi Morielli. So today, in part one of our two-part series, we're checking out the biggest little game in America, which is the football game between Williams College and Amherst College. Now, since 1884, this rivalry has become an annual tradition that exemplifies the best in college athletics. So let's head to Massachusetts and find out a little bit more about the game.
As long as people have been playing football, this rivalry's been going on.
Always our last game. It's our Super Bowl.
That's when we practice for. That's when you get fired up. In the cold days and the hot days, you just think about that.
You can say whatever you want to say as a coach and as a player, but it's not just another game.
They'll talk about that game 20, 30 years from now. It really is what college athletics is about.
As soon as you get off the bus, it's just like your heart's racing and you hate these guys and you don't know why.
It's like a couple of brothers. If some guy you never saw again beat you, didn't care. But if you lost to your brother, that would hurt.
There's a lot of talk going on, some big hits, some trash talking, a little bad blood.
And that just gets you, amped up. You feed off of that stuff.
It's our seniors' last football game. I mean, these kids have basically played football for 16 years of their lives, and that's a big piece just ending. You'll never put the pads on again.
Football has been my life and my sport for as long as I can remember. Knowing that my entire football career is going to culminate in this game is something that I can't even put into words.
The cool thing about this rivalry is that it's been going on for 120-some plus years. And, there are pictures in both schools of players with no helmets, leather helmets.
Effectively, the oldest football conference in the country without a membership change. Because the rivalry is so old and it's been so cherished by many, it's just taken on a life of its own.
It's a lot different than major college football, and on the same token, the emotions are every bit as strong.
The money is not part of the picture. The scholarships aren't there. The guys really love the game. The camaraderie, the loyalty, the effort, it's all there.
We play hard, We're not guaranteed to go to the next level, We're guaranteed for that game right then and there.
Williams College is a small liberal arts college nestled in the northwest corner of Massachusetts.
We're getting the best and brightest. To be a student athlete here, you have to have a tremendous amount of discipline to be able to compete both athletically and in the classroom. It started as a boys' school, like a high school, and then it kind of morphed into a college, beginning in 1793. 1818 or so, the college had hired a president named Zephaniah Swift Moore, and there's a lot of discussion as to whether he was promised that the school would move further east, a little bit closer to Boston. After a few years, President Moore said, are we making this move? Townspeople got all upset, and the state legislature said, we're not going to approve your move. And Zephaniah Swift Moore resigned and decided to go east, and he founded Amherst Academy, which became Amherst College.
Amherst is an incredible school. We're one of the top, if not the top, small liberal arts college in the country. Kids are studying history, philosophy, political science, and going to Wall Street.
NESCAC is the conference that we belong to. It's the New England Small College Athletic Conference.
We play other small liberal arts schools on the East Coast. So that's Bowdoin, Middlebury, Trinity College, obviously Williams.
Amherst is about 50 miles down the road, so we have a lot in common. We have a lot of students who look at both schools, and football is sort of where it all comes together. It's the homecoming game for both of our teams.
I think the beauty of the rivalry is the amount of respect the two schools have for each other. And I know here we always joke about the fact that Amherst defected from Williams, but they came up with a pretty good college as well.
The Amherst-Williams game, our program gets defined by that.
That's certainly the game that all our alums have circled.
I had some older folk around town say to me, hey, Coach, it doesn't matter what kind of year you have as long as you win the one at the end.
This is something that they can square off every year, and you kind of get the bragging rights.
Go, Amherst! Let's do this!
Talk to alums, and they're coming back to games, and they're coming back in droves.
Happy homecoming!
Class of 1940, class of 65.
Just thousands and thousands of fans. Grandstands are filled. Everyone's tailgating.
There were people screaming, congratulations, good job, and a lot of people saying some negative things about you.
It's not much of a rivalry when we win all of the games.
They're calling you names and they're squirting mustard on you. The energy is awesome.
They call this game the biggest little game in America. Both schools are so small, but there's a lot of press about it. It's everywhere.
It's not like this Division I stadium, huge stadium. You come in and there's 10,000 people just around the field.
This year will be the 128th playing. Williams leads 71, 51, and 5.
We've won 3 out of the last 4 games, but they're still ahead by 20 games. We're getting there, but it'd be nice to close the gap a little bit more.
People are drawn to this game because of just the pure competition.
Equated to sibling rivalry. A lot of these, kids could have chose Williams or Amherst.
We're just going to go duel it out the way everybody expects us to.
I'm hoping we go out and honor all the people who have played on there before and their tradition that they set up and kick some ass.
It becomes really personal. You come in as a freshman, you kind of understand the rivalry. But as you grow up, you learn the players across from you. You know who's good at what. You banter back and forth as you see those guys.
We don't like them, they don't like us. This is just how it goes.
Coming out and beating Amherst, that's pretty much objective number one.
There's really no better way to go out to end your season than by beating Williams.
At the same time, these are the same men who you'll be working with later on in life. That rivalry and that natural competition is also brought back up.
I'm sure after the season and after my football career, there will be a lot of camaraderie there with these guys, and it's always in the back of your mind whether you're joking about it or on game day when it's no longer a joke.
It's just an awesome day, and the whole week building up to it, it's a whole different vibe.
Okay, it's about a win. It's about the purple and gold pride that you have.
Other than your family and your wife and your kids, nothing else matters.
Let's go, Chief!
Welcome back to AT&T U-verse Sports. I'm Rossi Morielli, and today we're taking a look at the biggest little game in America. So let's head back to Williams and Amherst colleges and get to know the East and the Lord Jeff.
Football is a job, it's never done. It's just there's always something you can be doing.
They're just taping in the deal.
We're in here about 5:45 watching practice tape. You take a kind of copious notes, and that takes about 3 hours, right up to about 9. And then I meet with my guys at 9 o'clock.
This is from the past game. It's man over 10. Think about that as a technique. Man to man, over 10 yards.
A typical day for us can start at about 7:15. At a 7:30 position meeting.
All their backers are back. All 4 of them are back. This will be in, this blue California. This will be Marco.
And then I have a staff meeting. We process the day and what the day is going to look like. I've looked at all of the plans right now, and they look pretty good. Let's make sure we got some confidence building plays in there.
Then we review the previous practice.
Yesterday was a good example where we ran yo-yo.
And at that time, it's about 3:30, and you're ready to go to practice, trying to get a workout in at some point to stay sane.
All right, let's go to work, man. We got 40 minutes. Signal, guys, let's go.
Every Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, a bunch of professors, locals, coaches, just Williams community comes out, we play hoop.
Good mental health time, get out of the office, play some basketball. Got a bunch of type A personalities up in the office, so it's good to be able to get some of that energy out, get a mind off of football for an hour.
It gets all the stress and aggression from coaching out for me every day. I love it.
We got a couple ball hogs out here. It's like the LA Lakers.